Yo, what's up? It's Vatche back with a new video. In this video, I want to talk about the fact that people in your life, people in your environment, in your circle, they're not going to want the same goals as you when it comes to losing weight and prioritizing your health. So I'm a nutrition coach and I specialize in helping people lose weight and keep it off for life. That's my goal because growing up, I saw all my family and friends, everyone doing these random diets, fad diets, and they would lose a bunch of weight and they would gain it back. And it's exhausting, right? That yo yo dieting circle, the vicious cycle, right? It sucks. And me personally, I lost about 100 pounds just through diet and exercise. And I didn't see a lot of healthy people growing up. I didn't see a lot of role models. And I said, okay, I got to do this myself, right? So after high school, I struggled, a lot of bullying. People made fun of me. It sucks, right? I'm not gonna sit here and dwell. That was a long time ago, but not gonna lie, it affected me heavily, right? It sucks, right? But and that's a different topic for another day. But I said I want to feel better. I want to prioritize my health, right? I had a few health scares and it scared me. I said I got to do something about my health, right? So I lost weight. I joined a gym. I said I want better for myself, right? But my friends and my family members and people I care about, they didn't care about their health. But I realized something. Just because I wanted better for myself and my health and I wanted to lose weight and be more conscious of my nutrition and my exercise, it doesn't mean that everyone else is going to get on board, right? And I learned that very quickly. And I understand that now. I understand that just because you want to do something doesn't mean everyone else wants to do it. They might not understand your goals, right? People would be teasing me sometimes like, oh, you got to, oh, Vatche's going to cook his chicken. Vatche's going to, he's eating his broccoli. And I'm like, yeah, because, I want to live longer, a healthier life. I want to lose weight and feel better and be confident. And it paid off. And I'm so glad I did it. I love my family, right? But sometimes their comments, it can make an impact on me and it can negatively affect me. And I get that people don't really understand that. But growing up in a household where I didn't see healthy role models, right? And I said, okay, I'm going to do it myself, right? So I took matters into my own hands. I said, no one's going to do this for me, right? So you got to ask yourself, like, is your environment making or breaking your situation, right? Maybe you're just started trying to lose weight, maybe you're losing weight right now, or maybe you have a goal of losing weight, whatever it is, like you got to set up your environment for success. And I know that's extremely difficult to do, and you don't just change your environment overnight. But essentially, I had to stop hanging out with some people that would want to just go drink and get brunch and do all these things. Look, you can have a social life and go out to eat and lose weight. I understand that. I'm not saying you can't, but it would be very wise of you to make most of your meals at home and learn how to cook at home and make protein meals at home. First of all, you save a lot of money, but second of all, it's going to be crucial because you're going to be able to be in control of how many calories you're eating, right? Because like weight loss, it really does come down to how many calories you're consuming, right? Nowadays, unfortunately, in the United States and in other countries, we have an obesity epidemic, and this is caused by eating too many high-calorie foods, not eating enough foods that are more nutritious and filling, right? We don't eat enough fiber. I think something like 5% of Americans eat enough fiber, right? So I had to start making my own meals, and I started going to the gym, and I started seeing progress, and I kept going, and I'm so proud proud of myself, but I'm glad I believed in myself, and I took that chance, right? And I kept showing up. And look, I had to stop. It was uncomfortable, right? It was very uncomfortable for me to uphold my boundaries with my grandma who says, "Well, get seconds, get thirds, get another plate, get some dessert, try all the desserts." And I'm like, "Well, no, I'm okay, thank you." Right? And it's uncomfortable because growing up, I would never say no to grandma's desserts, right? And now I have the dessert, but if my goal is weight loss, I I can't just be eating everything just because it's there, right? I'm not a garbage can. I'm not going to just eat for the sake of eating. I'm going to be mindful and I'm going to check in with myself. Why am I grabbing something? Am I physically hungry? If I'm physically hungry, then I'll grab an apple or I'll grab a string cheese, or I'll grab some sort of deli meat or something. I'll make a sandwich. Like if I'm actually hungry, I'm going to eat something that provides me with protein and nutrients, that's going to fiber, that's going to help me stay full, right? And no, I'm not saying, oh, food is just fuel. Of course not. I think that rhetoric is extremely harmful, but that's a topic for another day. Food, for the most part, is there to help with your physical hunger, but nowadays, hyper palatable, extremely delicious, highly processed foods are readily available. They're convenient. They're everywhere, right? And it's hard to say no to these foods because they're so delicious, right? That dopamine hit, the serotonin or whatever it is, like boom, it just lights up in your brain and you're just like, oh my God, it's so delicious. I mean, there's engineers who are making these foods taste as good as they can, so you keep buying them, right? That's why I recommend minimizing how often you have these foods around, right? Your environment can make or break your progress. That's what I want to talk about in the video. Make sure your environment is set up for success, not just your environment with food, but your circle, your family, your friends. You may have to have a conversation with someone. Hey, I'm trying to do this healthy eating thing. Like, I'm not trying to, overindulge. I'm not trying to drink as much tonight. I'm not trying to stay out super late. I'm trying to wake up early and hit a workout. Upholding your boundaries is extremely difficult, especially if you're a people pleaser. I used to be the biggest people pleaser. I'm still working on it, but I'm leagues ahead now, right? I used to say like, oh, okay, whatever, I'll just do it so they don't get mad. And then I realized something as I grew up. I said, it doesn't, like, if I don't reach my goal, my weight loss goal, I can't just blame them, right? I can't say, oh, you're the reason why. It's because I didn't uphold my boundaries. Like, you can't say that, right? So it doesn't make sense. That's why it's extremely important to uphold your boundaries when it comes to your habits and your nutrition and your workouts. If it's important to you, you will prioritize those things, right? And life happens. You're going to overeat. Life happens. You're going to skip a workout, right? I'm not saying you got to be so strict, but if your goal is weight loss, you got to be consistent most of the time, right? You don't have to be perfect, but consistency, that means you still got to show up most of the time, right? So that's extremely important. It's nutrition, losing weight. It's one of the toughest things you'll do, but if you never uphold your boundaries, if you never say no, you'll have to start saying no a lot when it comes to weight loss, right? Like I had to say with grandma, saying no to seconds and thirds, right? It's extremely tough to do, but it paid off and I reached my goal. And now I'm at a maintenance phase, so I can eat a bit more food. But when your goal is weight loss, you just got to eat less. And I know it's not the funnest thing ever, but it's something that you just have to do in order to lose body fat. So just do a quick audit of your environment and the people around you. Maybe spend some less time with them. Maybe spend more time with your healthy and fit friends. Like, that's what I did, and it paid off in dividends, okay? And maybe make some friends at the gym or make some friends that are like-minded. That can really help your progress, okay? I hope you found this video helpful. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the next video, all right? Peace.